We should never allow the government to decide what is acceptable speech and what is unacceptable speech. We should penalize behaviors, not opinions, and not speech. If you start trying to regulate speech, you start trying to regulate thoughts, you start trying to regulate beliefs rather than behaviors, there's no way that you're not going to abridge the constitutional rights of millions of Americans.
You're watching the exclusive 50th anniversary presentation of Gone with the Wind on TBS, cable's most popular network.
Gather round your TV set, put on your masks, and watch. All witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns, gather round and watch. Watch the magic pumpkin. Watch.
That you didn't build that. That you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. That you didn't build that. Somebody else built that. That you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. That you didn't build that. That you didn't build that. Somebody else made that. 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 You didn't build that. Somebody else that you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Sea Hunt, sponsored by Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana toothpaste, for bright and white teeth as white as pearls, and breath as fresh as a mermaid's tail. Another brand of Bristol Myers is Excedrin. Got a splitting headache? Excedrin works faster than even Bufferin and aspirin combined. And it doesn't give you any side effects like Anacin.
It's the policy of Turner Broadcasting System to provide equal employment opportunities for qualified applicants without regard to race, color, religion, sex, age, or national origin. This is TBS Atlanta.
Position now where, oh, you have some new information? Okay, thank you. Apparently, the president and his staff and the vice president made it also on the ground at the secret bunkers that they have outside of Virginia. And this is a teletype I have here. Apparently, they've sent these by the old landline fax machines and teletype machines that we have at the station here. And a lot of this equipment is outdated, it's obsolete, but we've been able to rig these things up and get them running again in the last couple of minutes. And apparently this is saying that President Obama is safe, and as well the Vice President Joe Biden. And they're not really saying much about any of the other key cabinet members. But I can tell all of you who are listening and watching that as long as we can operate and as long as we can keep broadcasting, we will. But if the station goes out, then you know that Atlanta's probably been hit again with another nuclear device. And I don't have any intention to sit here and be the target or the sitting duck for these things, but nobody really knows what is coming next. This teletype doesn't tell me whether the government is trying to communicate with Russia about a ceasefire. It doesn't even tell me whether there's been any kind of an escalation in the attacks. Of course, it looks like the Russians did the first strike initiative, which is what most people have figured the Russians and the Chinese would do against the United States. And we've been lucky enough, it looks like, to have gotten our weapons out of the ground in time before the Russians totally nuked everything that we've got, which isn't much. And
私の名はゴア、地球の征服者。
Magmatashi!
You didn't build that. You didn't build that. Made that happen. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Welcome to Atlanta, live from the Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. WTCG Sports proudly brings you the epic showdown between the Braves and the New York Yankees. Send them home to the box, guys.
Skies a 50% chance of rain through Monday. It's presently 74 degrees at 8:48 p.m.
Clock is ticking. Hurry home, kids, and happy Halloween.
Gotta do something.
Bright and relaxing, easygoing favorites. WPCH FM.
Around the world, challenged the powerful, and they bring all of this to every story that breaks.
We've got breaking news, and it's good news.
And touches your heart.
How do you even say thank you? Thank you is not big enough.
I made this.
relentless bombings, stunned survivors.
Papa,